Hello, today we will show you how to implement rental NFTs. It's a cool solution that lets you store the rental logic in your smart contract and set it, for example, to 2 minutes so that somebody gets the NFT ownership, but it expires after 2 minutes, and then you can rent it to somebody else. But before we go for the smart contract, I want to mention that we have a repository on GitHub you can check with hard hat equivalents built in Visual Studio Code. So you have the smart contracts and you have a script which lets you deploy the smart contract and also verify it automatically. So let's see what we have here. You can immediately see that we use two ERCs. We use 721 and 4907. You are probably more used to 721, but the newer one you can see on the Ethereum website, and you can check all the information about this EIP. Down below you can see that you have a mapping, but it's not an owner's mapping, it's a user's mapping, because aside from just user address and token ID, we need additional information which is expires, so it lets us know whether the ownership expired or not. The constructor is empty and it uses ERC721 you're probably familiar with, and what's also used from this ERC is the SafeMint. So we basically create a public function which accesses the internal SafeMint from ERC721. And here is the new stuff. So we have the setUser function which lets us set ownership for given token ID to a given user for this time we provide as expires. Here it checks whether we are the smart contract owner or we are approved to set a new user here. And if we are, then it accesses the given storage object from our mapping and sets the new information, so the new expires date. Then we have a function for getting the current user of a given token. If somebody was a user, but then it expired, it will return an empty address, so we will see like 0x0 and all of the other zeros. Then we have a user expires, which lets us access the expiration timestamp of a given token. Then we have a helper function, supports interface, and like in the annotation, if you want to know about it, make sure to check IERC 165. And the last thing is before token transfer. You're probably familiar with it, like a standard for all of the NFTs. But we are not only calling the super function, we are also doing some things here, and we are basically, before transferring the token, making sure to delete the information about the previous ownership. And that's it in the smart contract, so now we can click through it and see how it works.
As you can see, we need to pass two arguments for the constructor. It will be the name, symbol, whatever you like, you can put inside of it, and do the transact. Okay, we are doing it on localhost. So, first of all, what we will call is the function mint, because we want to have some NFTs. All right, we've created token ID first. So next, it will be the set user. We need to pass three arguments: our token ID, the address we want to get the NFTs, and also we need to set the expiration date. For that, we need to access Unix timestamp. So you should visit this website because it shows you from the 1970 year how long it took to this day in the seconds. But remember, always refresh this website because there might be a problem with that. So we need to copy the timestamp and add some time, for example, 120 seconds, let's say. Right. Let's get these seconds and let's get through it. All right. And now just check the user of. Okay, as you can see, we called the function user of again, and it returns address 0. So the owner changed after 120 seconds. So there's a proof that the contract works. So if you would like to borrow NFTs for someone or create some custom functions or possibilities for that, you can get this code and use it wherever you like. Thank you for watching. Please leave a like, subscribe, and maybe comment if you got any questions, and see you in the next video.